Hello, I'm Kara Quigley, and I'm going to take you through a very easy, simple beginning 5-minute meditation. I will be uploading more videos on YouTube, both with me in person and just with my voice. My intention is that with the ones that are just my voice, you'll be able to wear headphones, keep my voice close so that we might spend this time together without any visual distraction or making too much of speaking to each other, more just listening and being still. I want to first start out, as I always do, with some principles of mindfulness, that we are in reality without judgment, experiencing it moment to moment, and that whatever may happen in our time together is just really allowed to happen. I live next to a busy street. There could be sirens or horns or loud cars. I have a dog who might bark at any time, or there might be any noises at any given time at your place as well that might come in. And the first thing to do is just be okay with that, make peace with that, and know that it's simply a sign of coexistence. It's not a sign of anything trying to take you away from your meditation. There is not a noise out there that has an agenda that was made for you to interrupt you. No one woke up and decided they were going to ruin your meditation today. It's simply just coexistence. We are 7 billion people existing at the same time, in the same moment, moving in the same direction. And that's a large number of people to ask to be silent all at once. So let's emphasize that we aren't here to find silence. We are here to find stillness, and that is possible in any given moment. Find a good seated position, or if you prefer to lie down or sit on the floor, that's fine. Perhaps you have a comfy recliner, or maybe you have a meditation space you've set up for yourself. I encourage you, if you are so moved, to light a candle, get a shawl, some way close in a space that is private and sort of siphoned off from the rest of the external world. Assume a good straight spine, even if you're lying down. Those of you lying down, press the elbows into the floor or mat that you're on and pull the shoulder blades together. If you're seated, make sure your feet are flat on the floor and the kneecaps are pointing forward. Your feet are about hip distance apart as well as your knees. Curl the tailbone under. Create a hollowness in the core and lift the sternum to the sky. Pull the shoulder blades down away from the ears and then connect the shoulder blades together at the back. Get them as close together as you can. The elbows, glue them to the rib cage and then lay the hands down on top of the thighs, palms up. For those of you lying down, the arms are down by the sides with the palms up. Begin by letting all the air out, by exhaling quite intentionally, letting everything go all the way until you almost have to cough. And then inhale, belly out or up, and then exhale, belly in or back. And this is where some people experience some strain. They may never have breathed abdominally, but that's okay. We're just beginning now in this process. Inhale, belly out. Exhale, belly in. And try to make that exhale a little bit longer each time. I always say the exhale is my best friend. It's there to release tension, release thoughts away. And just start that nice breath movement, getting deeper and deeper. It may be that you don't feel very safe journeying inward, and I know what that feels like. Just trust a little bit in this space that you might be able to get a little deeper each time, and that if there's some real inner work that needs to be done, you can work on that in a space outside of meditation. That meditation is still available to you despite a busy mind or a troubled heart. It's really just about following that breath deeper and deeper inside. Take time to maybe consciously a little bit let go of things in the external world, ownership of anything, occupation, job, or right now the lack thereof, feeling that strain. Relationships, both good and bad. We're here to be in a neutral space and a space away from everything in the external world. Take your time. Keep that breath nice and full. Keep the exhalation extra long. And then go a little bit deeper, starting to relax in the body a little more, getting rid of tension in the thighs or the gut, letting the jaw relax, and allowing yourself to relax between the eyebrows. And then let's try to go just a little deeper. Take your time. And as we start to kind of hang out in this space that's just a little bit heavier, know that there is no right and wrong from here on out. There's no good meditators or bad meditators. There's really no definition except just to concentrate enough. For some of you, it may be that your mind is so busy that you're asking these thoughts to move away over and over again, and that might be how it goes today. That's still meditation. It is still that concerted effort toward concentration. Keep the breath, and then as you observe thoughts coming in, which they will, just see if they might be able to float off into the distance a little further, perhaps go back to where they came from. See if you can watch them get thinner and thinner. And then ask a little bit of a priority over those thoughts and into relaxation. If there is a pernicious thought that keeps coming and coming, then perhaps objectively allow it to float by that screen just a little bit and let it fade. Allowing for the present moment to come deeply inside, knowing that there is so much to concentrate on, just being here, breathing. Just that alone, the awareness of the body and breath, is enough. And for the next 5 minutes, let's spend this time together in stillness and in inner peace and a place of breath awareness. slowly start to come back. Take your time. Perhaps that 5 minutes felt like 1 minute or 30 minutes. Concentrate on breath, finding a nice deep one, all the way in and all the way out. Move the head from side to side slightly. If you're laying down, perhaps moving the wrists and hands. If you're sitting up, maybe taking also wrists and ankle movements, ankle movements, wrists and ankles. Finding that posture again, making sure you're sitting up straight. Those of you lying down might want to come to a seated position, making sure you're rolling to a side first and pressing yourself up. And before you stand, just take a moment to acknowledge this achievement of 5 minutes of stillness, which can be a Herculean task sometimes. Thank you for joining me for this time. Thank you for having the courage to start the journey of stillness. I know that for many of us, this time is very challenging. And so I'm here for you in any way I can be to cultivate this space within and to enjoy this world of stillness. Take care. Always remember the breath is just a breath away. Thank you.